Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to you all. Today, it's a really big day for us because till now we used to have lessons for you all, but from today we're going to start the series called Fast Improvement Series, and it's going to be for everyone. So anyone who's listening, anyone who wants to learn is more than welcome to join us in this Fast Improvement Series. Now, what I mean by Fast Improvement Series is that we are going to just take up topics which will bring instant improvement to your scores. So not something which really needs long lessons, practice time, blah, blah stuff. Just understanding what is required and implementing it right away. Done. So that's Fast Improvement Series. Any clues what's the topic we are going to take up today? Spelling. Fast improvement, yeah? I know. Ask other teachers, they are testing students every single day on their spelling. Not spelling, but you're close. You're close. Not too far. Any other guess?
Heaps of more guru mantras.
Heaps of more guru mantras. Maybe. You know, when gurus come and talk, mantras come automatically. We can't stop them, you know, when we're talking it. Okay, let me give it away. Let's look at these two scorecards. Listening sitting at 78, writing sitting at 76, right? Here listening is 62, writing is 61. Can you make something out from it? Just 2 points, 4 points, little bit far from the actual required score, little bit far, right? What could be the reason? Listening 78, right? Just 1 point away. What could be the reason? Okay, we I think should move on. Okay, all right. See, sometimes if it's 1, 2 or 3 points, you believe that there's got to be something big which you have to work on and improve. But you're looking for problems in the wrong places generally, because it's the simple things, the easy things which fix up these 1, 2 and 3 points. Right? And we are going to take up one of those simple things which is going to give you an improvement of minimum 2. If you're really like, I'm not a studious type person, it's going to give you 2 points of improvement. And if you're a good student, 10 points of improvement. Ready? Ready?
Yes.
Okay, typing. Typing. Do you take it seriously? Typing, come on, typing. Who takes typing seriously? Even though everyone's sitting PTE test, typing is the last thing on their mind. And when I'm marking mock tests and when I get feedback from students on how they performed in the test, what I get to know is that their typing actually pulls them down a lot. It pushes them back a lot. So one of the things is unfinished exam. Ma'am, I couldn't finish my fill in the blanks. I couldn't finish my write from dictation. I actually couldn't finish my essay. I couldn't finish my summarized spoken text. And then when I'm working more closely with those students, I get to see that it's their typing speed and their typing by itself which is causing trouble, right? So please take typing seriously. That's one thing. Now, second thing is the inaccuracy. Now, I want to talk to you about one of these students. One of the results is hers, of the two I showed you just now. I looked at her result and I wanted to work out as to why that happened. So in order to find that out, I made her sit on a mock test, and generally all students go into their own rooms and they sit their mock tests. But in this particular case, I don't know why, God willing, I just happened to go into that room to check on her. Now, this girl was in full fervor, going one finger, everywhere, one finger. And I said, don't do, use. I just kind of, gave her the gesture, and she just gave me a smile, Mona Lisa smile that, Mom, I'll know you're very good, but please go away. Let me do my test. The thing was that what I felt was her brain was moving so fast that her typing speed was not able to catch up with it. And if she had heard me properly, either she would have lost her idea or her typing speed wouldn't have caught up with her thinking process. So if your typing speed is not as good as your thinking process, either you're going to make mistakes or you're going to be a slow typer. One of the two things is going to happen. Making sense? Okay. Now, 8 to 10 points Where do these 8 to 10 points come from in typing? Any guesses?
Fill in the blanks.
Fill in the blanks listening? Yes, absolutely. Many times, students, they write words, missed an E, missed an S, missed a Y. That happens a lot of times. That's a good one. Where else? Right from dictation, absolutely. One spelling inaccurate means you're losing points from your grammar as well as from spelling. True. True. Good one. Think more.
Essay writing.
Widen your horizon. Yes. Talk essay writing. Look, summarize spoken text. You got 3 of them, right? And in these 3, you've got 2 points dedicated to your spelling and typing. And to PTE, spelling and typing are the same. Okay? It allows you only 1 typing error to give you full 2 points for each summarized spoken text. So 3 summarized spoken texts, 2 points going towards spelling. Put 3 of them together, how many do they make? 6, right? Now, if you get 2 essays, how many do they come out to be? 4. How many? 10 altogether, right? So if in 1 summarized spoken text you don't make any mistake, how many points are you gaining?
6.
No, 1, 2.
2 points, right? But if you're not making any typing error in any 3 of them, that's when you're getting 6 points. And they go towards your communicative skills, right? So they actually go towards your total score. This is important. So 1 typing error means 2 points, okay? 2 typing errors means only 1 point, right? That's how serious it is. Cool? Okay, let's move on. Lecture. Then that's don't get it wrong, intergenerational equity. Yeah? What word is that? You can get it right, but if you look at the spelling, right? And whenever I show these things to students, they look at me and say, I know this. Don't teach me about the spelling of temperature. I know how to spell temperature. So, what are we doing here? If you know how to spell it, what is happening here? Typing errors. Typos, you know. Everybody uses that term, typo. Ma'am, it's a typo. Fine, it's a typo. You are losing points because of this typo though, isn't it? So, we have to come to a point where you have to understand that PTE is about typing now, okay? Especially for, okay, now 8 band scorers, don't look like I have given you a surprise and this is not a big deal for you. Don't be complacent, because the writing I just showed you, that was of an IT person, and that was his enrollment mock test which we picked up and put here. So that was an IT person who you expect should be really good with typing, but it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. Sorry, just here, no, I'll go back for a second. I forgot to give my Thanksgiving. See, every good initiative is always inspired by someone. So when I said that these sessions, these fast improvement sessions are open to everyone now, I want to thank 4 people to have inspired me to have started these. First one, of course, is IELTS Guru, the Satinder sir, the and only IELTS Guru. Then Guru Sharan. Okay, my student Guru Sharan, my student Deepak, and Rajiv. Because last time when we were in the live session, they just, the words which I got from them just told me that no, it has to go beyond our classroom. It shouldn't be restricted here. Anyone who's a worthy learner should be getting to learn. And thank you very much. Fortunately, I have at least one of them here today. Because, yeah. All right. Now, most common typing errors. Because you want to improve upon your typing, right? Now, space after full stop. So many times, students write a full stop, they type a full stop and they forget to give space. And they just start writing. And that's going to be highlighted by the computer. Computer doesn't like it. You have to, if you're using a comma, a full stop, a colon, a semicolon, remember to give space, right? Typing error is a spelling error to computer and you're losing points. And you're losing up to 10 points, right? Okay, extra space between words. Do you get the meaning of extra space? Can you read this here? English Guru.
Quality as a question type of
Double space.
Quality education's got double space. Anywhere else?
Highest is
After Guru, there is double space. I did put double space there as well. Anywhere else?
highest is capitalized.
Okay, so you don't have to mix up uppercase and lowercase. That's something to learn. Great. What else? Students.
Post office.
Oh, that's a beautiful one. I noticed it this morning only. You know, interesting thing is, when your observation starts going in one direction, you tend to notice those things more. So this morning I was observing the mock test of a student and she had written students like that. You know, she put, and I said, what's that? She said, takes me time to put an apostrophe because I have to press shift and then look for the other one. So, you know, I know comma, that comes handy. Doesn't make any difference to the computer though. So this is an error to the computer, and this is not just a typing error, it's also a grammatical error, right? And going on,
I in caps.
big one, big one.
Full stop. Full stop.
Full stop's missing. All right, okay, coming back here. No space between words, you didn't get that. Past percentage, okay? Past percentage, there should have been space. Am I coming in your way? Okay, so there should have been space here, and so many times students, they end up writing a book like that where there is no space between many words which should be apart from each other. Punctuation you've already noticed, capital words you've noticed, apostrophe and comma you've noticed. After comma also we need space. So many times I found students writing there is a comma and then highest would be stuck next to it. They'll do that. Then missing or added letters. Do we have any error like that here? Missing or added letter. It's hard for me to write that inaccurately. I've tried my hardest to make some mistakes here. Okay. What do you understand by missing letters? Say it is highest and you forget to put your G there. That's missing letter. Added letter would be where you do doubles of E's. Make sense? What is missing an added letter? Interchanged letters. This is the funniest of all and the most dangerous of all. You have to be very careful about this one. What ends up happening here is rather than becoming highest, it will become high set. Rather than SE, your fingers would type, rather than ES, your fingers will end up typing SE, and happens a lot of times. This is, I'd say, the most dangerous one which you have to be beware of all the time is interchanged letters. Right? Okay, another one is indentation. See, many times I've found students, they tend to give 2 finger space before they start writing. They tend to give 2 finger space and then whenever paragraph changes, they again tend to give 2 fingers. You don't have to. See, English Guru should have been written here. It should have been right here. Fine? And no gap between paragraphs. This is a really, really important one. Now, when I have to change paragraph here, it doesn't suffice if I just put 1 enter. I have to press enter twice. Okay? To show the change in paragraph, don't just go once and done. You need to do it 2 times. Okay? So that there is a clear distinction visible. Otherwise, sometimes what happens is students' sentences go up right to the end and it is an automatic change in paragraph, which cannot be read by the computer because computer is still going to think that yes, it's the same paragraph continuing. Are you getting me? Okay, great. All right, let's move on. Can you spot the right ones? Sometimes there are these typical words, right? You have to be careful about them. Furthermore, furthermore. Which one do you think is correct according to the computer?
First one. Left one.
Left.
Your left or my left?
This one.
This one? This one?
Yes.
That's correct. Computer would mark it red. Okay, that's correct.
Should not with space.
Next one. Our left.
Your left, okay. This one here. Perfect. So for sure, should not, and then don't use shortened forms. Okay, you have to use the full word. Wherever, wherever.
Right. With space.
Our right. Our right.
With space.
I have to calculate now. Okay, everybody.
With
Left.
space.
With space? Without space. Very good, Gershon. Very good. Yeah.
Without
Without
space.
space.
Without space.
It's one word, right? Okay, two big things which I observed. Say, Dhruti,
Yeah.
that was in your work today. I picked it up from your work today. Okay, so exhibition, okay, it needed an I, right? But the problem is that I and O, they are sitting right next to each other, and students sometimes think that they have pressed I. She knows the spelling for exhibition for sure. But then, it happens. So you have to be careful with your I and O, because so many words, they have this I and O together, and students, they tend to press on the wrong one. Okay, that's one. Coming. M and N are again sitting so close together, and so many words with M and N together, they again get interchanged. Okay. So it would be a spelling mistake or a typo. Computer would take it as a typo as well as a spelling mistake. It's going to count in two places. What is the mistake here? Added letter, interchange letter? Interchange letter. The student wrote from, but then ended up being form. So that's the difference, Sometimes, even when you interchange letters, you end up writing a sensible word which changes the sense of the entire sentence, and your grammar score falls. You know what I mean? Are you getting along with me? Okay, cool.
Unable.
Unable.
Children.
Can you try reading it? What is it?
Unable.
Right?
Children.
Children.
Missing out children.
Missing letter.
Missing letter, that's pretty good.
Addicted.
Added letter. Added letter. Because, in speed, when you're trying to write, your brain wants to write something and your fingers have to catch up with it because you don't want to lose the thought in your brain. That's when your fingers, they start to go out of control. And added letters, okay, that is one of the faults which I haven't come across much. So I haven't seen students doing this error. But interchange letters, missing letters, so frequently seen. So, today when we were thinking which one to pick up from all these mock tests which we have, it was like, pick up any, because they all had so many errors.
Understanding.
Understanding.
Just S missing is changing a word so much.
That's why.
You can read them so perfectly, some reason.
Knowing.
So what has happened here? Added letter, missing letter? Added letter.
Conflict.
Okay, this was an interesting one. Again, someone in the morning used it. See, this girl, she forgot to write her L. Type her L. And it changed, because when I read it, I was like, what is she trying to say? And then when I really used my brain, I thought, oh, she wanted to say complete, which actually ended up being compete, which changed the sense of the sentence. Getting along? Awesome. Okay, solutions. What are you supposed to do? Proofread. Proofread your work. Now, I can see you nodding your head. Yeah, we can escape. We can proofread. Like, make all the mistakes and later save yourself 5 minutes. Let me tell you, what I have observed is, when students try to proofread, they can't see their own errors. They can't, It's not until I really show them that, look, what is this here, that they are able to see that mistake. So all these things I showed you all together. That's why you were able to spot them. But among, say, 200 words written correctly, these 5 or 7 not in place would not come to your notice. Got me?
Currently, I'm experimenting this one.
You're experimenting on it?
Yeah, while writing itself, you take time and write it properly.
Excellent, excellent. Absolutely. Proofreading is not a solution.
Yeah.
Okay, you have to write cautiously. Get out of writing, type. Okay, you have to type cautiously. You have to have control over your fingers. You have to know what you're doing, right? And you have to try and either slow down your thinking speed or make your fingers type faster, catch up with your thinking speed. One of the two things has to happen if you want to do the things properly. You know what? There was a time when for 6 bands, we could tell people, you don't know typing, that's okay, come down, it'll work. Now we've started to find it challenging, which means for 7 and 8 band scorers, your typing speed has to be really good. You have to take notes down, and the students who write notes on their books later take time to understand and then type them down. While the smarter ones, they straight away type. They hear, say, summarized spoken text, and they straight away type. You know what I'm saying? So look, this is going to be an important weapon in your arsenal, right? When you're getting prepared and you're getting ready, is this thing ready, that thing ready, is my summarized spoken text fixed, written text fixed? Check, is your typing fixed? Okay, for 7, 8, very important now. For 6, we've just had him. It worked out without having much typing skills, but now you'll have to learn it. Okay, remove autocorrection from your phones. Technology is not that good. It is good, but it's not that good. Probably it's our over-dependence on technology which is not good, I should be saying. Do you know when you're typing messages, how many times you're corrected? Some bells ring, you can see some corrections underneath. Do you want to say this? And sometimes how many, I know so many of them when they're typing and I'm looking over, okay, do you want to just say this? And they're, oh, ma'am, you know what? It'll correct my spelling, don't worry about the spelling. So they know computer is going to, your phone is going to correct the spelling for me. Just remove that autocorrection feature. Let you see that, okay, I've got it right. Sorry, I've got it wrong. Open up the dictionary, check the correct spelling. When you take an effort to find out the correct spelling, your brain will remember it. You're so used to fast stuff everywhere that you don't get to remember much when you don't make an effort for it. Now, I'm reminded of the times when I had to go to libraries to study books and, you know, when I was writing my thesis. I used to be in the library most of the time, and now my son, he studies, just opens up the computer and does everything on one single computer. I'm like, no books, only computer. It's become the whole library and everything. So, but still, for certain things, go back to the old way of learning. Okay, take some time to do them. Have your own vocab book, have your own spelling book. Okay, add things there. Undergo a little bit of a trouble to get them together. Okay, so remove autocorrection from your phones. First thing, okay, if you have to sort it out. Use Notepad instead of MS Word. What does MS Word do for you? Corrects everything, tells you this word has gone wrong, you don't have your full stop in the right place, you haven't got your apostrophe right. It tells you everything, which means you don't get to think. It's doing so much for you. Get it out of your way, write on a notepad, type on a notepad, copy it and then paste it onto Word document again and then look at your errors. And make a list of them that, okay, this time I did, you know, interchanging of letters, or I have added letters, or I have full stop errors, apostrophe errors, and next time again check yourself the same way until it comes to the point where you have no typing error whatsoever. Okay? All right. Use Notepad. That's done. Learn to type. All the, you know, the newcomers to PTE, learn to type, please. It's a skill. It's a skill. You need to have it. In this age, it's important. It's just like swimming. It's just like cooking. You don't want to starve yourself. You don't want to drown. So please learn to type. I found these 2 good websites where you can learn to type without looking. You know, you don't have to look down because so many times eyes are down here and so many times eyes are up there. You can actually type without you having to look at both the places because your fingers know where they have to go. Alrighty, and check your typing speed. Gosh, we had a particular website where students could check their typing speed. Is it cut out? It's called Type Racer. I'll tell you anyway. It's called www.typeracer.com.au, and it's a lovely place where you can see how good and how accurately you type. So you have to type correctly and you have to type fast. These are the 2 challenges before you, right? In this Type Racer, there are 4 cars and you are in one of them, whatever you choose, right? And then you start typing a sentence down and others are typing as well. It's kind of a competition. It's a fun thing, but you'll get to know that in 30 seconds or 1 minute, how many words are you able to type. So good way to know and a fun way to learn. Okay, so that's pretty much it from us today here. It was lovely to have had you. I really would appreciate feedback because we'll be posting more of these and it's like a series and many of them have to come on now. So if you're able to see the screen properly, if it's been fine the way you have received the information, or if you want me to change the way I'm doing it, any constructive suggestion is more than welcome. And thank you so much for joining me today. I wish you all great luck. Look after yourselves. Smile a lot. Okay? Be positive. Good things are right around the corner. Okay? Keep working hard. Thank you very much.